Hello, welcome back to my channel, Shopping Tales. If you're new here, hello and welcome. Today I'm going to have a full-length video. I already did a short. If you haven't seen it, it's the short right before this one, of overnight sales. Gross is $273. The platforms take a 20% commission, so yes, you do the math. So the first thing that sold for $75 was a full-length R&M Richards dress. And I'm going to open it and show it to you because in the shorts, I don't open things because I only have 3 minutes to show you everything. So this was a full-length dress. Someone came outright. It's a 16 R&M Richards. Let me show you what the tag looks like so you know to pick up this brand. And for years, I didn't pick up this brand. It's just sold in like Dillard's, Belk's. You know, it's a department store brand. But they do make a really nice quality dress. They retail for $299. That is real heavy beaded. Beautiful cranberry wine color for the holidays. A modest slip, and it's also made out of that Chicos Travelers, that real stretchy giving fabric that just kind of drapes nicely. So it is a beautiful brand. If you have any type of wedding, special occasion, cruise, anything that's coming up, R&M Richards has you covered. So I definitely find these probably about 3 or 4 times a year, and I do always sell them. Larger sizes do best, and they're a little bit weighty. That weighs probably about 1.5 pounds. So I was happy when someone came on eBay and brought it just for $75, which was my asking price. On Poshmark, I sold a bra bundle, and these are just the brand Cup 36C. I just sourced them for $2.49 each last week. I put them up for I think $30 each, and then someone offered me $75 for all 3, and I took it. All right, next was another bra, and this was just someone came out and outright bought it on Poshmark, which don't you just love that? Size 40D wireless, vanishing back wireless bra. These bras are very popular. I have no idea why. I can't stand them, but yeah, they just are a molded cup with no wire, and they have no seams right here. And someone came, I think they retail for $62. Someone just came outright and brought it for my asking price, which was $29. All right, next, no sales overnight or what have you is complete without Chicos. It's a beautiful, no iron, stain shield resistant, size large, pink. Pink button up. Is this millennial pink? I can't tell. Or more of a pink than millennial pink. This is the it color along with chocolate brown this year. It does have the contrasting sleeves like Lauren Ralph Lauren does. They make a good blouse. I think they do retail for like $60. No, actually no, they retail for $89 Chicos. Chaps retails for $60. So yeah, Chicos is pretty, I find them pretty expensive. But I thrift everything, so anyways, this came in and went out within a month and sold for $35, which was my asking price. And again, they retail for $89, so $35 was good. Next was a pair of Freely joggers, retail for $34.99. I sourced them for myself for $5, and I'm trying to think why I didn't like them. They have pockets. Oh, they were short. The inseam I think was 27, just a shorter inseam. I just didn't like them, and they retail for $34, and I paid $5. I wouldn't pick up this brand again. Again, I was just picking it up because I didn't try it on, and I was just in the market for some new black, kind of more like sweats than leggings. And I think they come from like Costco's or Sam's Club. I'm trying to remember where. $34.99. It doesn't say where, but I was happy to see them go. $25 bread and butter sale, and they took a 20% commission, leaving me with $20. I paid $5, so that actually was $15. If I sell something for $25, I get $15. All right, and 2 more items. These were some earrings. I buy earrings in bulk, closeouts, lots of times on eBay. I used to get them at Goodwill as well, buy one, get one free, like in a bulk. I had one Goodwill that would sell them, I think $50 a bag. And I come home, I wash them, I put them on little cards. I usually, if they're post, I exchange the backing. These are just some animal print shell, like mother of pearl earrings. And these are just like some little Western horn with like a faux turquoise. And I list them all for $15 each, unless they're sterling or gold plated. Then I list them for $20 or $25. But I do have an on-standing buy one get one free sale running. It's not a sale, it's permanent, on Poshmark. So I do sell a lot of jewelry, and I usually have about 25 cents invested per pair. So $7.50, that works for me. All right, lastly, I need to go and steam this in my other workroom. This was, flax as a whole usually sells very well, flax garments, but usually plus size does better. This was just a large. I wouldn't pick it up again because I've been sitting on it for over a year, and someone did come and spend $39 outright. Just a pullover checkered linen by Flax. That's the brand. So if you do find it in, I would say extra large to 3X, go ahead and pick it up if it's reasonable. But just this one, I've been sitting on for over a year, so that's probably why I wouldn't pick it up again. Someone did come and buy it for $39, but now I need to go and re-steam it. When I get my items, if I can still smell laundry detergent and they still smell clean, I will go and steam them, take my photographs, and then I pre-wrap all my items. I was buying like the actual plastic clothing bags on Amazon with the seal. A lot of people hate these. I've had people just like ask me to not use these. I mean, obviously it's plastic, it's not great, but these are not exactly inexpensive. So I watched another reseller over the summer, and she was using from Amazon storage bags. You get 150 seal. They don't have that annoying, I mean, they sound a little plasticky, but they're not as plastic and lethal of those other ones. They don't have a closing. So this is really great, for example, this bra, for example. So anything small, I mean, nothing super, like you're going to be putting a bathrobe in there or shoes or anything, but just like so. And what I do is I fold it once, twice, and I buy these little stickers on Amazon as well. Very inexpensive and reasonable. They just are thanking the person for their order and their business, reminding them to leave feedback. And so that I end up using it to stick. Look at that. So it just looks a little bit, it looks a little bit better than that atrocious sounding, and it has like the self stick. I don't know, I feel like this just looks better. Definitely feels better. And that is how I wrap my things. The ground shipping on Poshmark, I feel like we all know about it by now. Unless you haven't been on Posh for a while and you're just starting to Posh around the holidays, because I have been reading on Reddit that people take a break throughout the whole year, and then right around the holidays when they need gift money, Christmas money, what have you, airfare, they go back to Poshmark. And people I've been reading are saying, wait, what happened to priority mail? So priority mail went away, I think it was like September 18th, and now we are left with ground shipping. And they didn't leave you much warning, but they did on the Poshmark blog, they did tell you, give you an email for the post office and a phone number to call. And I did not do a phone call, I did an email, and I ended up getting all of my bags a month after I emailed. And what happened was I ordered like 100 of each of what they were offering, but when you inquire after like 2 weeks, I sent another email asking, and they asked me what I ordered, so I had to tell them a second time. And then I ended up getting everything that I ordered twice. So I have an abundance now. But the one thing that didn't come, these are supposed to take the place of the priority flat rate bubble mailers. They're just a tad smaller, and they do feel a little more flimsy. But yet, you know, this is the first time that they're making them. They're probably, I would think, hopefully it's going to get better throughout the years. But yeah, very flimsy, you know, probably recycled material, obviously. And they're just 12.5 inches by 9.5 inches. All right, and so what I just got last week, I had ordered a whole bunch of these. These are supposed to replace the Tyvek poly mailer from Priority Mail. And these I just got 100 of, and I ordered 1,000 of them. But again, I ordered these on September 18th, and they just arrived. So I had gotten all the boxes, padded envelopes, but these just kind of trickled in last week. So I have been using them. For example, that bra could definitely go in one of these, but then you have to fold it over because these are pretty big. I wish they would have had another size, you know, for these. They're not padded, but these are good for sweaters and anything, you know, they're waterproof. So that I will probably put, like the dress, for example, I would put in there. And there you have it, guys. I don't have any story times of me thrifting, even though I've been doing a lot of thrifting. But someone shared something on Reddit, and it was too good to not share because it makes you wonder, who are these people? So if anybody is fashionista into beauty, health, fitness, what all that entails, La Mer face cream is very expensive. It's supposed to be la creme a la creme. It's supposed to be what all the bougie people use. So a lot of people are saying the dupe is Nivea cream. I love Nivea cream. And I've only had like sample sizes of the La Mer. I would never, I mean, you just can't justify spending that much money for a face cream. But apparently on Reddit, there was a lady who had a gift set and she took all the pieces of La Mer out to sell them separately. And she did have some La Mer face cream. She sold it for $260 on Poshmark. And so she had all the pictures and it was sealed and what have you. And the buyer, she said, opened up a not as described case and showed what appeared to be like yellow cream, yellow based like egg yolky cream in there. And when the lady got it back, Poshmark okayed it. When the lady got it back, she went down the rabbit hole and figured it out, and that apparently the buyer replaced that cream, depotted it, and replaced that cream with mayonnaise. And I guess there are people, I didn't even know, although I'm not selling face cream, but there are people that they buy a bougie expensive face cream, lotion, what have you, they replace it with mayonnaise or even just a Dollar Tree, cheaper cream. That always baffles me. And they do the same thing with bougie shampoos, conditioners, like anything that someone could depot or pour out of a bottle and replace with something baffles me, because their mind thinks that way, right? It's like, to do that, I don't know. So anyways, a lot of people were saying, it's your fault. Why'd you sell an expensive cream? I mean, again, blaming the seller, not holding the vindictive person accountable. I mean, that's just the world we live in, it seems like. So anyway, she had gotten downvoted, so sad. And people were saying that it's her own fault and this and that. And that's just awful to me. But anyways, so yeah, be careful. Be careful if you are selling health and beauty items, because there are apparently people online, probably not just Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, what have you, that are doing that to people. And it just sucks, right? So that is it. All I have for you today. And thank you so much for watching. And I hope everybody has a good one. Bye-bye.